everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going on a book shopping trip today, which I'm really excited for, and I thought I'd take you along and I'd do a little haul at the end and see what I get. I don't know how much I'm going to spend. There is a $1 book warehouse sale for one of the charity shops, and so I'm going to that, and I'm really excited for that because like if I can find bargains for $1, like that will be so good. I'm going to try and only get stuff, you know, already on my radar or on my TBR unless I'm like really interested in it, but I don't want to go like too crazy. There's also another local indie bookstore that is having a sale as well, and it is 50% off. I think a selected range. I don't think it's everything, but I still want to go and have a look there as well. So I will bring you along with me and I will give you a little haul at the end. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Hello everybody, so I'm back from my book shopping day. We were out for a lot of the day and I am quite tired and also really full now because we ate so much food when we were out, but it was honestly overall like a win. I was a bit disappointed at first because the first place I went to was the Good Sammy's location where they had a bunch of books for $1, and honestly there was pretty much nothing there. There were like a few people and I was only like an hour after open, and so I feel like there still would have been a few. And then after that we decided to go and get some lunch and went to one of my favorite indie bookstores. I didn't get anything from there, but then we went to a few other areas around Perth as well, including some op shops. So overall I actually ended up finding a fair amount of books, and I allowed myself to today just because it seemed like the day for it, and it was kind of like my intention for the day anyway. So I have 2 bags of books to show you and I'm really excited. So I ended up getting 3 books from the Good Sammy's book sale. So I got The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. Now this is book 2, however I really want to read the Neapolitan Quartet, and I do really want to get the first book anyway. This was only $1. I really love the cover. I really want to read these books anyway. I've heard lots and lots of good things about them. I think they are like semi-biographical, but I think they are still fiction. But I have heard so many good things about this entire series. And then I know at the beginning of this video I said I was gonna try and just like stick to stuff on my wish list, but like this one sounded really good and I've never heard of it before, but I think it sounds really interesting. So I picked up A Burning by Megha Majumdar. So it is set in contemporary India, following 3 different characters who end up getting caught up in the same kind of aftermath of a terrorist attack. So it follows Javan, who is a poor young Muslim girl who really wants to go to college but is possibly facing a death sentence after being accused of being a terrorist or collaborating with the terrorists. Then we have Lovely, who really wants to be a Bollywood star and she knows information that can set Javan free. And then we have PT Sir, who is a opportunistic gym teacher who once taught Javan, who was the young Muslim girl, and becomes involved with Hindu nationalist politics. All of their stories are linked up together. I just think it sounds so interesting. So I didn't end up looking into this one on Goodreads or anything, just because I really want to go in without knowing anything apart from the synopsis, because it just really caught my eye and I just think it sounds really good and I'm really excited for it. And then the last book that I decided to get was a Liane Moriarty book, and this one is The Hypnotist Love Story. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about this author. I know she's Australian. I know that she has like a million books that she's written. I think some of her books have been adapted to TV shows as well. Like she's a huge author. I think this one is a romance, but I think she's also written a fair amount of like mystery, not thrillers, but like mystery books as well. So I am curious about this. I have no idea what to expect, but I thought, why not give my first like Liane Moriarty book a shot? It was only $1, and if I like the author, I guess I have like a load more to choose from. And if I don't like it, then it was only $1, so it's okay. But I have been wanting to try this author for a while. After lunch, we decided to go to a local indie bookstore, but then Kmart as well. And I found this one in Kmart and I'm so excited for it. I just finished reading the second book that will feature in a vlog coming soon. And now I can finally like read this and finish the series. And I'm just like, I don't know what to expect with this, but I really enjoyed The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret, which is the first 2 books in the series. This series follows the same character throughout all of the books as far as I know so far anyway, and they are all really twisty, weird, kind of batshit crazy thrillers, but they are so much fun and they are such page turners. And I love them. So I'm really excited for this, and I decided to get that one as well because it's only just come out really recently this week. And then we decided to go to another indie bookstore, and this one had some books going for 50% off, and oh, the bag is ripping, and then 10% off in store. I didn't get anything for 10% off just because like that's not like a heavy enough discount for me to want to kind of like impulse buy something, if that makes sense. But there were some things in the 50% off bin that, like, admittedly I was running a little late. Like a lot of the stuff had probably gone, but I'm really happy with what I got. I managed to find volumes 7, 8 and 9 of Saga. And this is a series, like a comic book series that I have been reading for so many years, and I've only ever collected and read up to volume 6. And I'm like, every time a new volume comes out, I'm like, oh, I'll get it like later on, and then I never do. And now I'm 5 volumes behind. And so these were all half price, and they were pretty cheap considering they are graphic novels. And I honestly kind of want to like reread the volumes that I've already read now and just binge read all of them. And I'm really tempted to do that because now I have volumes 1 to 9, and I think so far it's up to volume 11. So I'm almost caught up with this series now, and I just couldn't believe that like all of these were there for 50% off. This was very popular a few years ago, but I feel like I haven't heard people talk about this for a long time. But the first book in the series at least follows these 2 characters who are sort of like star-crossed lovers, if you will. So they're each from warring planets, and they fall in love during the war, and they end up having a baby and then end up going on the run. And it follows their journey, and it is so good. It is very graphic though, like the images are very graphic, and there's, you know, nudity and everything as well. So if that's not your cup of tea, maybe don't pick this one up, but like if you don't mind, it is such a good series from what I've read so far anyway. And I cannot wait to binge read these now that I have 7, 8 and 9. The next thing I got for half price was a book that has been on my wish list and my kind of like my mental TBR for, I want to say like 4 years now. It's been a really long time, or like since whenever this came out, and that is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. And this one is a horror book, and I think I've seen a lot of people say it's like dark academia vibes, but I don't know how true that is, or like whether I want to go into it thinking that or expecting that, because I feel that could disappoint me if that doesn't meet that expectation. And some people who I feel like I have similar tastes with, like online, I have seen them rate this 5 stars and really love it, and then some people really hate this book and rated it like 1 or 2 stars, but again, they didn't like it for the reasons that I think I would like it. So I am so happy to finally have this in my hands. I honestly kind of want to read this like as soon as possible, but I know I probably won't have time to get to it, but I'm so excited. After that, we went for a walk and just went to a couple of op shops, and I didn't find a lot, but I did find 2 that again have been on my radar for a while. So I found The Binding by Bridget Collins. So this follows Emmett, who is a binder's apprentice. So they bind books, and then it says if you have something you want to forget or a secret to hide, he can bind it, and you will never have to remember the pain it caused. And then in a vault under his mentor's workshop, there are rows and rows and rows of books everywhere, and he ends up finding a volume or like a book that has his name on it, and so the mystery sort of starts from there. But again, apparently this one is quite slow and doesn't have a conclusive ending necessarily. I have heard like mixed things about this one as well, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it anyway. Obviously it's not the same, but I really love like following bookbinding Instagrams and stuff, and like watching those videos. I think they're so cool, and I would love to try and like do it one day, but for now I guess I'll just read a book about bookbinding. And then finally, a book that I have been meaning to get for so many years now, since it came out, is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. This is the prequel to The Hate U Give, which I absolutely loved. It came out in 2018. It has a movie. I love the movie as well. So The Hate U Give follows Star, who witnesses the unjust shooting of her best friend by a police officer just because he is black. And it is set sort of in the midst of the Black Lives Matter movement as well. It follows her journey to sort of become an activist within that movement as well. And this is about her dad, and we do learn about her dad in that book as well. And like, he's got like this past that we learn about in little bits and details, but this is like, I'm pretty sure like the full story of his, and I am so excited for it. I'm so happy I have this because I've been meaning to buy it for so long and I just haven't, and so I saw it in an op shop and decided to get it because this was around like when it first came out everywhere, and I didn't get it then, and then I just haven't seen it since. So as soon as I saw it, I decided to get it. So yeah, these are all of the books that I ended up picking up today. I'm really happy with all of these, especially Saga. Oh my god, I can't believe that still. That is like my find of the day, I think. And also Concrete Rose. I'm really excited about Concrete Rose. And Catherine House. A lot of these I'm really excited about, as you can tell. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I don't do these too often, but whenever there is like a secondhand book fair or a book sale, I do really like to go to those anyway, and I do try and vlog them when I can. So while I didn't get as many from the initial book sale that I was hoping to get stuff from today, I feel like I still found a lot of really good cheap books. So I am really happy with that. But let me know if you've read any of these or where you think I should start. Like, what are your thoughts on any of these if you've read them? If you enjoy my content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below as well. It really helped me out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.